Good evening, friends. First of all, let me thank President of India SME Forum, Mr. Vinod Kumar, and Director General of India SME Forum, Sushma ji, to again getting me to talk on this forum, as I did deliver a talk on power of positivity in difficult times on 6th of April. That was just beginning of the lockdown period, and I hope I was able to put my thoughts into right perspective. Those of you who have not been able to attend that FB Live, you can still go to India SME Forum page or even my page, and you can still watch that talk and ask questions. I am still responding to some of the questions being raised. Now, today I am talking on very different subject, which is motivating and inspiring your employees, especially I'm talking about MSME in tough times. A very critical and important subject indeed. The format would be I would put my thoughts for next 20-25 minutes. And in the meanwhile, you can keep raising queries, questions. Then I would like to respond to your questions one by one to the best of my ability. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not here to give a gyan. I am going to share my thoughts, which I have been living with last 30 years of my professional and entrepreneurship excellence or experience, you can call it, last 10 years. These are purely my own thoughts with experiential learning, especially when we are at SME Forum. This sector is very close to my heart, as I personally have been working with a number of MSME companies in India and globally. This sector of industries, which is large, huge, is the biggest hit due to COVID 19. And I am not here going to talk about COVID 19, what happened, what's going on, as there are multiple talks already available. And by the time all of us are pretty aware about it, and people are still talking about it. Hence, I would like not to waste time on the impact and challenges of COVID. I would rather go directly to the subject we are looking at. As known as Mr. Motivator of Bangkok Post 2004, I have surely and certainly lived a life motivating people at various levels of leadership to the bottom of the pyramid. I am also a firm believer of people making a difference to teams, families, community, country, and the global world. Rather, human race, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, nationality, religion, and color. We all understand that present turbulent times are not there permanently. It has to go. Whatever goes up, whatever goes up comes down. That is the Newton law. This is a fact that this COVID has certainly gone up with a huge speed around the world, but will also come down. It will end, and it has to end. But this period between is very surely difficult and tough. But we all know when going gets tough, tough gets going. What does that mean when things go tough and wrong? Those who are strong, stable, sensible will survive. I repeat, those who are strong, stable, sensible will survive. I talk about 4S. Strong, stable, and sensible will survive. So, survival is the key word which is essential for the present times. Let's make arrangements to survive, which we have already done. You are seeing a lot of measures being taken by every country, every state, every city, every village, nooks and corners of the world. There are various measures and tough decisions taken to ensure that we have minimum loss of life and we survive. For that matter, India has taken tough decisions to ensure that we have minimum loss of life. When you see as compared to other countries, they could not. So this is certainly a true story of a strong, stable, and sensible survival fit. I repeat, strong, stable, and sensible survival fit. Those things are unstable, unknown, unusual. I repeat, strong, stable, sensible survival fit in unstable, unknown, unusual circumstances of COVID. Since it has given us jerk to everyone, including employees, it's imperative there would be a lot of stress, strain, and stretch at this point of time. But do not forget, bosses, especially the business owners or the promoters of business, who themselves are also struggling to survive themselves and their families. But at the same time, have employees to have their own issues. And the fact remains that we and you, as business owners, also need to keep in mind to see that our and your larger family working for you is motivated. Tough said than done. I know you must be imagining what I am saying. I am also a small businessman. I have also a similar responsibility of my employees. While myself and my family, we are ourselves struggling and suffering. And at the same time, probably I am born and you are born to be there to take care of some of the families who work for my or your companies. I am not different than you while I am addressing you as business owners. In this present situation, while survival is important, we all need to see how can we ensure that our future does not go out of our hands. And we are firm believer of what it is going to stay long time and how we are going to react back to it. Now, how to keep our employees motivated and keep inspiring them, though suffering is with me and suffering is with you. I would say that COVID has given us major issue of B, C. Air, breathing, and circulation. I repeat, the COVID is air, breathing, and circulation. That's where the ventilators are required and there's a lot of pressure. Oh my God, this ABC, first three words of English dictionary, I'm going to capture this ABC into a positive process by sharing three steps of motivating your employees in tough times. Step one, I will talk about 5 A's. Step two, I will talk about 5 B's. Step Three, I will talk about 5 C's. While air, breathing, and circulation is one of the tough situations for all of us, and those who got affected by this COVID disease, I am taking this ABC, 5A's, 5B, and 5C to mitigate this kind of issue and move to motivating and inspiring employees. Let me go for step one. In step one, I will talk about first A. 5A's I'll be talking. First A is ask. The number one is ask, which you must be already doing. And I'm just, sharing with you how important it is. Ask means asking your employees regularly about their health, safety, environment they are in. Ask questions. Ask for issues. Respond with empathy. Respond with building trust. Keep asking. If you do not ask this time, then when will you ask? Please understand. This is the time when you need to regularly ask. This way, they will be really thankful to you and to me as business owners. Rather, they will be grateful. They can never forget this. Remember this. So therefore, first A is ask regularly about their safety, security, health issues, challenges. Keep asking. Now I go to second A. Second A is ascertain. ASCERTAIN, ascertain. Ascertain they do not have issues and challenges to get basic needs such as vegetables, milk, or other items, and keep yourself fully appraised of what is going on with your employees. Check about their areas, whether they are in normal lockdown or they are in hot zones. Empathize with them. Repeat. I'm giving a hammering effect. Empathize, empathize, empathize. Empathize with them. And do talk to them about various tips of safety and their family and following the government regulations. So I did share with you, ask and ascertain. Now I will go to third A, which is appraise. Appraise means yourself what is going on with your employee presently. Let's not poison the well. There are all negative thoughts coming from all sources. So do not poison the well. Give positive talks about beyond COVID days. Like Japan is saying that India, they will take out all the plants from China and they will go to some other country, and India would be one of the favorite countries probably, similarly many countries. Do not talk about deaths. Do share what good is going on in terms of action by government, also doctors, nurses, other staff. Do not forget to compliment great work of these professionals, including the police force. Appraise them with positive things, but not with the negative ones. Then I go to fourth A, which is appoint. Appoint means you cannot keep ask, ascertain, appraise with you for all the employees. There can be a huge number of employees in your company. I have small number. Still, what I do is I go to these employees through leaders. So what is your role? That means you are doing only for some key employees, key leaders, and these key leaders are doing down the line to their employees. So I called it employee contact plan, which some 25 years back, when I introduced in a factory where I was working as an HR manager at that time, and we had 500 employees, and we did it through employee contact plan, concept of knowing what is going on. And then so appointing these leaders is very important. So I can talk to maybe 8 people, maybe 5 people, maybe 6 people, but you have a population of 200 employees. So you talk to your 7, those 7 talk to their 7, those other 7 talk to their 7. So you make like an umbrella in the entire organization when I am talking about appointing. So you have to appoint your own leaders who are already existing in the system to keep further appointing people down the line to ensure this ask, ascertain, appraise. Then the last one, which is 5A, which is important, which is acclimatize. Acclimatize means we have never done this before. We have also never had such a drastic circumstances before. Hence, it's important for us, for you, to acclimatize yourself to these circumstances in order to keep contact with the employees. Because in case we are not able to keep the contact with the employees directly or indirectly through the leaders, the entire process which I am sharing is going to be wasted. So I have talked about 5 A's. Ask, ascertain, appraise, appoint, acclimatize. So let me go to now 5 B's. The first B I talk about is boost. That means we keep boosting the morale of our employees. I know there are tough situations where they are not able to deliver what normally would have been delivered when business was on. I also have similar situations, but I still say, okay, let's hear. But I keep pushing them, keep doing this, let's get going because we are in the recruitment business. I saw this morning 5 joinees on the LinkedIn. So and so joined this company, so and so joined this, so and so joined this, so and so joined this company. I sent a screenshot to my employees, to my leaders. Hey, these people are joining because our people also were supposed to join in some companies. What's going on? I'm still waiting from the response from these leaders of mine. So what I'm saying, while you keep boosting employees' morale, but keep asking questions, keep sharing. Share that we are in tough times, but it's not permanent. Share we will overcome this. Share you are an important element to the company, and before and even after COVID. Raise the morale. Hide their contributions made earlier. Make some talks on sharing old success stories. You know what I keep on doing? I keep on sending my team. We have a global talent champions group. I keep on sending Diwali dance pictures and videos. I keep on sending old pictures. I keep on working and boosting their morale. We did at least 2 rounds of Antakshri between the team. So keep boosting. So when you keep boosting, which is very, very important for them to be in touch and keep doing this. Antakshri is one of the powerful things. 2 sessions we had already of Antakshri. And probably tomorrow we have again a review and we may do an Antakshri tomorrow as well. That is boost. Second B is believe. Believe means building confidence of employees and do inform you believe in the capability of these employees. And you are also a firm believer, best will return soon. And the best will return soon. We will all be together to beat the best, to beat the best, to beat the best and the best. Again, I am talking about, you can't do it with 200, 400 employees. You will have to divide the role. So I talked about boost, I talked about belief, then I will talk about bond. Third B. Maybe before COVID, that's a fact, you had no time to really bond that strongly with your employees, though you were working together. And right now, you are in social distancing, working from home and not physically together. But this kind of distancing is actually bonding all of us more strongly. Use this opportunity to bond them with yourself. Share slowly and steadily issues faced in business. It's important to share. Ask them to give their inputs, how to save future business, how to keep customers alive, how to ensure that presently they can help to ensure what we start working on, we do not lose on some business already in work in progress or some businesses which are supposed to come. When you bond after boost and believe with them with open and transparent way, I can assure you it will give them more empowerment of thinking and acting on the critical areas. You never know. They have better solutions to the issues and challenges being faced now. Keep this bond on to create and craft probably newer customers, new businesses, cash flow issues, salary payments. I don't know. I would like to certainly talk when I come to the end of the topic. After boost, belief, and bond, I come to fourth B, which is befriend. When somebody needs it badly, you develop a relationship. This will actually help the third B, which is bond. It would further strengthen the bond, become friendly. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Let's break the lines of control. Let you ignite the mind and passion of your employees and give them opportunity to share. Probably before COVID, the same employee was not able to even talk to you. And now, when you are really trying to be befriending approach with them, the employee might be able to put in new hat, which could result in something which we never thought we as a company can do or could do. Befriend to an extent of ensuring that there's a relationship which can professionally give stronger approach to your employees as well as to yourself. Now I move to the fifth B, which is bravo. During this period, when employee is doing some activity, some work, irrespective of all odds, keep them happy, saying, bravo, well done. I mean to say, appreciate, 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 and appreciate, even for small contribution. This will make them completely glued with you and your organization. That is where we will be looking at making this 5B a very powerful aspect of our life. So I talked about 5Bs as boost, belief, bond, befriend, and bravo. While as I talked about 5As as ask, ascertain, appraise, appoint, acclimatize. Now, let me go to 5C. The first C I am talking is the care. Care means I think I need to say what care means because you know about the care. This is the time to really care for employees for keeping them moving and going. And when we care for people in tough times, you know how the relationship turns to be. Second C is going to be concern. Check if there are any concerns which is affecting their family or work from home. Surely understand and respond with your solutions with empathy. Show a genuine concern. And when we are talking to them, it should give them a feel of concern. The body language, the eye contact, the way we talk it. It's not how we talk, it is what you talk. So the next C I am going to come to, which is important aspect, entire thing is on communication. Communicate. So entire ABCs, we are talking about communication, but I am giving more thrust here on C as communication. Communicate, 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 communicate. This C is one of the most important aspects of this entire journey of ABC, which I am sharing with you. This is where the agenda is. Power of communication. Of course, be careful here. It is not what you communicate, but how you communicate. Important word is how and not what. Because when we communicate, words are not going to be important. How you speak is going to be very critical. How is where you need to ensure tone, style, and the feel. The same word can be spoken differently. Even if you are on a phone call and not seeing each other, there is always the tone which will become important, the feel which will become important. And when you are on a video call, because we are now on Skype and WhatsApp videos and Zooms, body language, gestures, postures, very important to be positive. I always like to talk to my people with camera because I actually watch a lot of body languages, the feel, what is the intention of the person to talk to. Now I go to 4C, confidence. Again, very vital. Business owners have to really keep building positivity and confidence of these employees. At the same time, get these employees into your own issues of business challenges. This is what I want to talk to business owners right now. And some of the employees who actually should be part of it. This is the time when you should talk about business challenges, cash flow problems, customers' next issues, business development issues. This is where you should share the impact of your company, which you are alone going through as a business owner, and start building confidence how to mitigate the losses which is already gone. And how do we come out of it? Here is the confidence building approach of letting employee come out of their suggestions, ideas. How can we save our business? How can we save our company? How can we save our product? How can we save our reputation? How can we save our employees? How can we save our cash flow? These days, most of the companies are doing this on Zoom meetings. And they are planning to see how can they look things beyond lockdown challenges. I did a couple of programs for SMEs last 10 days, preparing leaders for post-lockdown. It's known as Roadmap to Sustainable Success Beyond Lockdown. I can tell you, I can see that I was working with these leaders and business owners themselves were available in the program where these leaders could come out themselves. How do they reboot people, reboot the processes, and reboot the operations, the machines? There's a lot of challenge on the migrant labor which has gone home. How do they get back? And I can tell you the SOPs have been made, the listing has been made, and we were doing this program for one of the SMEs just 3 days back, and I got the sheet today. Near about 70% of these employees who have gone home, they have already got in touch, and beyond the lockdown, they will be able. This is really time for us to spend quality time in building complete plan of action for these three reboots. So here I am talking about 4C confidence, which is to eliminate that demotivation, rather make them involved in your plan. This will also empower their teams, individuals. When I was doing this program, the business owner himself sat down and they never believed in training and development, but then because of this COVID, they believed in training and. So what I am talking here is that when you talk about this confidence building measure, involve your own issues of how do I pay salaries? How do I have cash flow available? There's a lot of money stuck in the market. How do I get the money back from market? In this process, I can tell you, and I have in my company, some of the people will really become stars, which you never expected earlier. You never know, there are stars already available, and in this tough circumstances, they come out with something which you never thought they will come out. So challenge the employees with a confidence building process to deliver better performances. Now I am coming to last C, which is critical and most important. Let's clarify. This is important where there is a need to talk to employees. Do we hear a lot of companies have already talked to people and they have asked people to go on leave without salaries? I'm not talking about big companies globally, 30,000 Dutch Airlines or Cathay Pacific, 30,000 people gone on long leave. I will not talk about that. I'm talking about MSC and SME. And I'll talk about small companies. I can tell you there are a lot of companies, my friends in a similar business, they already asked people to go home because there's no recruitment business right now when things go right. So without salary, they go home. And there are people who ask people to go also. They've already asked. Why I'm talking this and to clarify. Is this right? As I said, we are born to take care of other families while we are struggling ourselves. Probably it's inhumane. But then on the other side, when they will have to be paid salaries at the end of the month, most of the companies did not even pay March salaries. A lot of companies, I can say, in small companies, or they paid very less salaries, part of the salary. I have been, God's grace, I paid March salary to my employee. But then, in order to clarify, here is what I am trying to talk to you, business owners. Do not hide things. Do not give them shocks later. Here is a chance clarify with the employees. That's where I'm talking this 5C. Talk to them. Give them opportunity to come out with their ideas. How and what we need to do instead of terminating employees, instead of asking employees to go. What are other ways to keep them going? We had a company where some of the people had already joined before lockdown, and we had raised invoices and we were supposed to get money back. And you know what this company did? He is sending letters to those employees who joined 2 months back and asking them to go home. I don't want to name the company here, but I am not going to take it easy with him. And that same letter which he has sent to those employees who joined because of us, because we are the manpower consultant for them, and we have raised invoices, he sent the same letter copy to my team leader of that particular business who was handling it. Just to inform that I have asked the employee to go, so no, your invoice is not valid. How mean, how cheap, how tough. I don't know, my team leader must be watching me and listening to this. I'm taking this example. How tough this guy is. He was supposed to pay us, say 200, 250,000 rupees. So in one go, he asked the employees to go who had joined 2 months back, and our invoices he forget. I got a loss. And he asked these people. Why I'm spending time on this last five, which is clarify. This is the time, instead of asking people to go, can we clarify, share our problem? Otherwise, you'll have a heart attack straight. It's very important. But you cannot do this 200 employees together, 500 employees, 50 employees with your key leaders. And open and transparent way that how do we pay the salaries? What is the way out? Can we do not want to send people home. Can we hold their jobs? But we keep them on. What is the way? I must admit here and tell you, I also had a chance of talking to my leaders. And my leaders, I give a big salute to them. They came out themselves with something which is suiting for the present circumstances. And we derived a model. Not a single person will go home. We will keep them on. They will work. And so far as their wages and salaries are concerned, we came out with a plan which is a win-win situation. So unless I do it as a business owner, I clarify my situation with the employees, with the leaders, I cannot get their buy-in. It's very important because they also understand and clarify their expectations and clarify your position to employees. You can do it certainly with key leaders and they can do with their teams. I can assure you that when you clarify your position with honesty and humility, there would be some extraordinary winning situation of saving jobs of many employees. We can just decide and ask people to go home, leave jobs. But is that right? This clarification, this 5C is the greatest trust building exercise which business owners themselves are suffering. And get your employees to be part of your problem and solution. Both. You are making your employees part of your problem and solution. And they will also in turn become better leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, I have shared 5A, 5B, 5C, 5A, ask, ascertain, appraise, appoint, acclimatize. 5B, boost, believe, bond, befriend, and bravo. 5C is care, concern, communicate, confidence, and clarify. Before I go and ask questions, look for your questions, I want to give a short story. You watch Mahabharata, I watch Mahabharata and Ramayana, a lot of learning. I'm sure all of us would connect to this present circumstances with this story, which I am sharing. As the battle of Kurukshetra was just to begin, it was Lord Krishna's job to clear the battleground. On the battleground, there were many trees, and all these trees were to be uprooted. On one of the trees, there was a nest. Inside the nest, there was a mother bird, along with four little baby birds. These baby birds were very small, they were not able to fly or look after themselves. As the battle was supposed to be beginning, Lord Shiva brought all the elephants available, uprooting these trees, where including this tree, where there was this nest with a mother bird and four little birds. And the tree fell down. The mother bird fell down along with the baby birds. The mother bird got scared and she flew to Lord Krishna to ask for his help. Krishna told that this is law of nature. Take care of yourselves and your little ones and stay safe. So next day, as the battle was about to begin, this is what Lord Krishna did. He borrowed Arjuna's bow and arrow and took at aim at the same elephant who had uprooted this tree with the nest. See what Lord Krishna did. He aimed at the bell and not the neck. The bell was in the neck of the elephant. I mean, he aimed at the bell, not the neck. The bell fell down and elephant was unharmed and battle began. As we know, this battle carried on for 18 days. After 18 days, Lord Krishna and Arjuna came back to the playground. There's a lot of dead bodies and bloodshed, a very pitiable sight. And they found they found this bell there. Lord Krishna asked Arjuna to lift the bell. As Arjuna lifted the bell, the mother bird and the little bird flew safely. This story teaches us as business owners to keep this bell on the birds. That too little ones who could die not protected. I hope my message of this story is clear, concise, and effective. It is a collaborative approach between the business owners and employees. Let me now go through the questions and start responding. I can see Surendra Mishra already there, Hiran already there, Anurag, hello, Krishna, hello, Sanjana already there, Deepika Tiwari there, Varsha there, Deepshika Shikha there, Rajiv Shukla there, Rashi there, hello sir, Mukhtar there, Shweta there, Dilip Patil, good evening, Tahira, hello, Tahira from Singapore, hello, this is Ashish Jindal, Sailesh good evening from Sivaswani Institute of Management from Hyderabad, oh Papani Thakur, Papani Seth from Thailand, oh cordial greetings from Bangkok, yes, Divya Burman, I am not seeing Subhash Jagota, great going DK, yes, Guru, HR Guru in India, Subhashji, Rajan Savarkar. I can see Ash is from Australia, and he is repeating the strong, stable, sensible will survive. Subhaji, for survival, your strength and talent is most important. Yes, surely. Chaitali, I see there. Suman there. I am looking for questions. Who is this Sonia Gupta? Each word is worth pondering, sir. Ajit, yeah, Ravinder. Employee engagement is a continuous nurturing process and not one-time activity. Needs a nurture leadership propagate the concept. I am sure this challenge will make managers to look back how to conduct business. Absolutely, Ravi. This is what we have been teaching. Keep on engaging with the employees. When you have seen my ABC, even now we are talking about this engaging employees. When I am playing Antakshri with people on the Zoom, on the Skype, Subhash is agreeing with Ravinder, and Subhash is saying another C can be cultivate richness in your life by appreciating others, display art of gratitude. I agree with Subhashi, and I remember when he was publishing books, and he would write to me, and there was small portion of mine in the book which he was, writing part of my this thing for the book, and I was in Thailand, and this man always talks catch people doing something good. Do not catch people doing something wrong. That's what Subhashi you have been talking about. I am sharing here. Catch people doing something good. Do not catch people doing something wrong. Pranav, when it comes to material handling industry or warehouses or employees working on machines for long hours, how to keep moral high for these staff when the employees should not feel burnt out? There could be direct consequence to productivity. Yeah, Pranav, I think Ravi has also talked about and normal circumstances. You need to break your things from, not only engaging them, but exciting them. So I call about it as a 3E concept on the manufacturing. I do a lot of work, Pranav, for manufacturing. Environment, engagement, excitement. So these associates, these supervisors who are working long hours on the machines, you need to create employee engagement model. I create employee engagement model called Aapke Sujhav and keep giving them the pat on the back, the recognition, reward and recognition. The moment you are recognizing, it's going to be fantastic. I can give you another example at Coventry at Bhiwadi, Mr. Bhavna's company, where we celebrate 26 January. And on 26 January, all slogans, posters of these employees are displayed and it's displayed on the shop floors. So you have to keep excitement on. You have to do something beyond business. So that's where you can actually look towards getting more and more productivity. Productivity will increase in case you keep exciting them with this new ways of looking at. Ruchi is saying so true appreciation is so important for any employee and it will result in great performance. Absolutely, Ruchi. Appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. It's very important to appreciate people. Subhash, do great going. Another C can be celebrating success. Yes, small success to be celebrating. Yes, sir, I can list down a lot for sure. Celebrating, even if on a samosa, on an dokla, celebrating a small success is going to rebuild. Appreciating what has been contributed. So next is next question. Yes, Naresh Royla, a really very good program to overcome crisis. Okay, I'm looking for question. DK, who is this? My Mr. Ban, the super master. Go mad with Ban. Very good. Actually, we have got now Dhanraj Bagalkot. Okay, thank you very much. And he is also appreciating strong, stable, and sensible will survive. But the question is, now he is coming out. But the question is, most of us are suffering locally labor class, sir, because they work on day-to-day basis. They do not work, they do not get food, survive. I am seeing here Delhi at present. Really, there are words expressed, but you said strong, stable, sensible will survive, accepted. Yeah, I think a lot of arrangements have been made by various organizations, various NGOs, Government of India, Government of local governments for these. And wherever you find such workers where they don't have food, I think we need to approach as a sensible, as an a citizen, the authorities, the NGOs. Okay, next. These India SME Forum every evening, 6 o'clock, there are master classes. So there are many speakers talking every day. Those who don't know about it should really attend these programs. Mr. K. N. Srinath, really it's a talk which is the need of the hour, both as an employer and employee friend. I have given both areas, sir. I am myself a business owner. I have a responsibility of my employees. I am trying to work out whatever best I can do. Shobhan Vyas, the COVID 2019 will change life of everyone, lifestyle. We should now have high thinking, simple living. Yes. I think yes, a lot of people will change. Culture should change. Working styles will change. Thinking will change. Oh, Mr. Pan, what is the best way to terminate employees at this time? The one we are planning to offload anyways. I had a discussion with a couple of similar businesses who are my friends, and they said, no, 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 I will remove these people who are non performers, even now. But I stopped him. I said, don't do it now, not at a COVID time. I think, Bansab, even if we have to really ensure that we pay salary for another 1 month, but at COVID time, I am against terminating, even if there's a non performer. When we go back to work, then probably yes. So I will not give a best way to terminate employees at this point of time. As I talked in my 5C clarify, that is the best way where you can come to some different understanding between the employee and employer. But don't terminate, sir. मैं इसके फेवर में नहीं हूँ. Such sessions of need of the hour, great going. Okay. Okay, Pranav. Okay, you got your answer. Oh, Salish Sampati ji. The day lockdown was announced, we constituted a committee consisting of leaders of the group, institutions to direct the highest decision making body during the crisis. And this has worked wonderfully. Well, for us, handling the members of Shivaswani family and keeping their spirit is positive. I am very happy, sir. Great job. Keep on doing that, Saleji. Dilip Patil. True, sir, 5S are very important at this stage to motivate employees on the shop floor. Yes. ABCs, 5Cs. Oh, ABCs, 5Cs. So that is where I am trying to respond and see in case there's any other question coming in from any side. Anuradha Verma, good evening. Any questions? Please raise. I'm still looking for any question. So, business owners and employees, this is a marriage. We work together with a marriage. And in this marriage, as I already said, because time is going to be another 5 minutes only, as I already said, under this 5As, 5Bs, and 5Cs, when we talk about A as air, B as breathing, C as circulation, which is negative. I am talking about 5A, 5B, 5C. So I gave you a mitigation process of motivating and inspiring your employees by 5A. Ask, ascertain, appraise, appoint, acclimatize. High B's: boost, believe, bond, befriend, bravo. And five C's: care, concern, communicate, confidence, and clarify. So, in case we, as business leaders, try to follow some of the steps which I am personally following today, we can certainly mitigate the damage. We can certainly reduce the damage. There's a question coming in here. Samir, Ram Teke, Samir, how to retain our best employees? Recognition, 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 recognition. Appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. Samir, appreciation is the best way to do it. So therefore, employee will keep bonding with you when you build a relationship which I talked about between A, B, and C's should not be an issue. And talent has to be retained. So therefore, in case you look at this 5A, 5B, and 5C and take steps, action, 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 action. Because in case we don't take action of what's going on, we can't move forward. We need to act now. We need to ensure that we take these steps to keep them motivated, keep them inspired, keep them connected with. Again, now the time is going to be closed. Again, I would like to thank India SME Forum, Vinodji, the president, and Sushmaji, the director general. They are working probably 14 to 15 hours per day with the ministry every day in and out on Zoom. And I really thank you for your efforts of putting these master classes. And I am sure the participants who have been here got some ideas, which I said will be from my experience. You can still keep on raising questions, and I will keep on responding whenever possible. So, therefore, do not hesitate, even if you are seeing this program of mine later on, doesn't matter. Raise questions, and I will certainly respond to each and every person. I would say, India SME Forum, congratulations for whatever you are doing and contributing to the society. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong, stay smart. COVID will go. We will live beyond COVID. COVID. You know what I did with COVID? COVID is craft opportunities vigilantly in difficulties. Again, I repeat, craft opportunities vigilantly in difficulties. My friends, good evening, and I close and thank you very much and wish you all the best. Good evening, and let's remain in touch. And I log out, sir. Have a nice time. Bye bye.